Hey folks, Captain Mike here. Today I'm fishing with my good friend Joe Higgins from Fish Impressions, aka Joe's Fresh Fish Prints, tongue twister.
All right.
Today we have a nice, fun, lazy morning in Vineyard Sound. We're vertical jigging small jigs for whatever, whether it be a scup, sea bass, for lucky a fluke. But anyway, the plan is today to catch something we can both print and eat.
So this is it's called Gyotaku. It's a Japanese fish print, and what we're going to do is we're going to catch the fish. We're going to keep them on ice. All the fish are edible after the print's made, so you can eat your fish. We're going to use white block printing ink, which is water-based ink, and we're going to use some Japanese papers. We're going to today we're going to use some blue paper, and we're going to create a print of a single fish, but then we're going to try to do some schooling fish, and you know, maybe it'll end up on somebody's wall, you know, here.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. So I guess step one is getting the said fish. So let's get to it.
All right. Oh, sorry, Mike. I'm already on.
I'm just holding out for the bigger one.
Oh!
See, what I recommend is hooking the fish and landing it.
I'm not used to that.
See, it helps with the printing. I'm not the fish printer, but I think it helps actually.
What? What was that?
Never mind.
I let other people catch the fish. I find that much easier if I let other people catch the fish rather than me.
Well, let's see that.
Let's see that.
Thank you.
We got some black sea bass and some scup. And I'm going to teach Mike how to make a fish print. We're going to be using block printing ink. We're going to be using some Japanese blue mulberry paper. And I'm going to go through the basics of how I prep the fish and how I print the fish. And later on, we're going to have Mike make his own fish print. The first step in printing a fish is prepping the fish. So generally, I'll use lemon juice, and that lifts the slime off the fish. Then I can scrape it and get a nice clean surface to work with. So I'm going with the direction of the scales. So if you have a striped bass and you want to print it, if you get most of that slime off the fish, it's going to make things a lot easier. I will use a combination of pins and boards to lay the fish out, and from that point I will pin the fins open to the position that I want them. And once I've completed that, I let the fish dry for a little bit. The next step is to actually add the ink to the fish. I use block printing ink, and the reason I use that is the fish is still edible after the print's made. It's a non-toxic ink. It washes right off the fish, it washes off your clothing, and hopefully your wife's furniture. I tend to use one color. I'll either use white ink or I'll use black ink. For the print we're doing today, I'm going to be using white ink and a little bit of blue to capture the head of the black sea bass. Now once the fish is completely painted and I'm happy with how the fish looks, I will apply the paper to the fish itself. I'll use Japanese papers, I use mulberry papers, I use rice paper. You can even use craft paper. And what I will do is I'll lay it over the fish, and I will rub the fish and make sure I get every single fin and scale working from the head to the tail. The advantage of using the mulberry paper is it allows you to see what the print actually starts to look like. The ink comes through the paper, and once I know I have enough ink on that fish, I'll take the paper off the fish. It's a simple process. I just peel it right off and get to see the final product. Once I have the final print, I'll add the detail, I'll add the eyes, I'll add the little touch up to the scales or the fins, and after that it's ready for framing.